So today I'm out here and I'm gonna work on getting some of those gates built for our pig paddocks that we have set up. So I'm gonna try to build them out of some pig panels, kind of like cattle panels, but they're just a little bit shorter. I'm gonna get my little work area kind of cleared off and start working on that. Alright, so I'm heading over to where our paddocks are. I got the T-posts over there already in the tractor with the post pounder. Garden's doing good. I did a little tour on that. I was out yesterday and I found some chestnut trees that were half off, so I picked up 6 of those. I have 2 planted over in the orchard, and I might plant them on our boundary between our neighbors over here. But over here in the pasture, I actually planted 4 pecan trees. So, looking forward to those. So why am I going through all this trouble making these gates out of the cattle panels? And well, pigs, they're and some people call them really smart. They're really good at remembering stuff. So if you have this boundary up, they know where the boundary is when they get too close, and it pops them a little bit and it hurts. So when you move them, sometimes it's hard to get them to cross that line. You know, once you remove the fence. So Red's pretty good. I just moved him yesterday. This was the paddock he was in, but I want to work on this whole side, these 4 paddocks. And the way I had the line ran for his wouldn't work with him still in it for me to run the line for the rest of them. So I got him moved over here, and the little food, he'll move pretty good. And you can see, like, all I need is this one line. I have 2 just because I'm probably gonna run 2 through the whole thing, through the whole system over here. Morning, Red. You liking your new house? These 2 ladies, I have them in this Piglet net has smaller holes at the bottom, so if they do have piglets, the piglets will be fine. Still 90% sure that she's ready. She's going to be due at some point. I just went by the first date that they could have gone into labor to separate them, but her, I don't know, are they called teats on a pig? Well, her nipples are big. Her hind end is looking ready. It's been like that for a few days. This one I don't think is pregnant. I'm not sure, but she's kind of the more bossy one, so she kind of wasn't letting Red get close to her the first couple days. But again, I don't know if something happened. You know, they're together for about 2 months, almost 3 months, I guess. But anyways, they all have their own houses. They all have their own areas, their own waters. But we are working over here. So the reason for the gates is that it is an obstacle that does not hurt them. And so when you move that obstacle out of the way, they're more inclined to go through that pathway than by removing an electric net that they've known to have shocked them a time or two. Now I've been shocked plenty by these stupid nettings, and it is definitely surprising. It's not really painful. You know, it just kind of gives you a little zap. So so basically the idea, let me put you down and I'll show you. So the idea is that I'm going to make a gate between this post and this post, and either this post and that post, or this post and that post. I haven't quite decided, but that way they have access from paddock to paddock to paddock to paddock. And then also we could open them up and get them across. Once I get these 4 established, then I'll work on getting these 4 established, and then we'll basically have an 8-week, or I guess 10, if you do every 10 days, an 80-day rotation where they're not going to hit the same spot for 8 days. So if I go here, then across and up, then across and back down, they'll be back here in 80 days. So now, you know, with the pigs kind of spread out in their own areas, it doesn't quite work, but hopefully by the next time they decide to have piglets, we'll have a completely other area that they can farrow in and not kind of disrupt this rotation. I'm not sure if we're going to try to get the Idaho pasture pigs up here, but the coonies are up here right now, and this is working. You can see how long this grass is right now. So yeah, I think I'm going to do between these two. So I'm going to replace these 3 posts with T-posts. I have to get the spacing out a little bit. I forgot my board over there. So yeah, I'll be pounding T-posts for the next 15 minutes. right, that wasn't so bad. Now I'm just gonna repeat the process over here with that one, and that one. And then I'll have to go see what kind of connectors I have for this. We might start running some poly wire. We'll see. All right, we got all the posts pounded in. I forgot I still have to run the clips along this back fence, and then I got to see what kind of connectors I have for these. And it's right around lunchtime, so I'm gonna go inside, grab some lunch real quick, and then we'll get back out here once I gather all the connectors. We'll get the ones strung up back there, get these connected, and then figure out the best route for running all this poly wire. And there's, we haven't really had too many mosquitoes. Flies haven't been too crazy. Around the pigs a little bit. But we have these little gnats that are just going crazy this year, so very annoying. But take it over mosquitoes. All right, I'll see you back out here in a little bit. All right, got all those done. I'm just gonna snap a few of these clips onto the T-posts. right, pick up the panels, do a little test fit, and then I might actually run out and try to go find the hose clamps, anything else I may need, because I did realize that my line, I have to spool up another run of the line before I can come out here, so I'll probably do that tomorrow morning. All right, let's get you facing the right way. All right, so you can see this is like kind of how it's going to be when it's just hanging out, when both paddocks are closed, and then this will be able to twist in if we need to exit them, or if we need to exit from over here. This will wrap out and connect over. So yeah, I think it'll work out fine. Now I might need to flip the orientation of these T-posts once I get the line around. I think it's gonna work out fine. They're just gonna be not loosely attached to the T-posts, but what I attach them with will be secured or secure, but it'll be kind of loose, so there'll be a little bit of play in terms of being able to hinge it. There's not going to be like a straight hinge, but there'll be some wiggle room. And then I'll have to get something to attach across here, which will probably just be like a little bit of a chain with a little bit of, you know, kind of one of these dealios. You know, wrap it around and hook it on. So we'll head to the store, figure all that out. This one's kind of twisted, so it's not wanting to lay. Let's see if we can get this to just lean. There we go. Cool, so I'm gonna get these other two set up, and then, oops, sorry, I'm probably muffling the audio. I'm gonna get these two set up down there, get these two pieces of equipment, lawnmower and the tractor, parked, head out, come back, feed the animals, and then call it a night. Well, good morning. It's the next day. I'm back out here. You know, last night when I was coming out here to feed the pigs, I was looking at it again. One is I totally forgot I need to put two T-posts right here. I need to be a gate between the second and third paddock. I think I'm going to pull up these two T-posts on both sides, flip them around just so that the wires run a little more clear of these. I'd hate for these to get electrified and try to grab one and zap myself. So I'm going to start pulling those two up, get them flipped around, pound it back in, and then I'm going to work on getting these two set. I went out to the store, Bought some hose clamps. It should work, but I forgot about this one, so I don't have hose clamps for that. But I can get some, you know, in the next day or two. So yeah, that's what I'll work on today, and then I'm gonna start running some line a little bit later today, I think. All right, so I got all the T-posts in, got all the gates that I have ready up, so hopefully that gives you a clearer picture of what I was going for. And I'm hot. So this is the first paddock. There'll be a gate here between 1 and 2. Between those 2 T-posts I just put in, there'll be another gate between 2 and 3. And then that far gate will go between 3 and 4. There'll also be a gate right there that'll go that way. I can either bring them into this center lane if I need to, you know, bring them somewhere, load them into a trailer. If I want to move them just into some of this portable netting, or, you know, eventually there'll be another set of 4 paddocks right here. You can kind of see I have some of the posts set up. I haven't quite finished it up yet, but I still need to put all the back posts in. And I need to measure some stuff because it seems like a little bit cattywampus. And same right here. There'll be a gate here. They can go straight, and the gates will be mirrored over here. So there'll be a gate right here, a gate into the next paddock, gate between these 2 paddocks, a gate between those 2 paddocks, and then a gate going over. So it's gonna be a big circle. That's funny. One of these wild garlics grew its head inside of this stupid All the days. Try to break in new boots. This was a silly endeavor. Whew. All right, there she does it. She's complete. Whew. You know, picked the hottest week of the year so far, but you know, I'll count my blessings. We supposed to get up to, I think, the mid-90s later this week, next week. But as you can see, I got the gates so they can kind of swing in and open them up. Let pigs in and out. If we want to go from this one, paddock number 2, swing this open, connect these two. Well, hard to do with one hand. I'll have some chains and some carabiners now. They can swing on over here. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm gonna go take a shower and we'll get the animals fed and call it a day. So, as always, thank you for watching, and y'all have a good night.